personal power poem. You got it running now?
I think so.
Okay. He's a photographer, he likes cameras, so got his toy. And wanted to welcome you all to real life and real talk about mental health. So I wrote this grant to share information about social inclusion and stigma reduction, and I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow to talk to Rosalind Carter, President Jimmy Carter's wife, about what we should do so folks that are going through adversity do not get separated in society from folks who do not end up getting mental health labels or going through that kind of emotional adversity. So a long time ago, the answer was for stigma reduction. They would say, oh, everybody ought to get meds and labels, and then your life will be fine. And then the second approach was, well, let's get people out there to say, oh, I recovered and you can too, and that'll inspire people. But we've come with the third tier approach. So our third tier approach is just to share talk and real talk and truth about mental health. So what it turns out is sometimes it's not genetic. So I got a real good graphic designer that I found who does these shirts for me. Sometimes it's not genetic mental health, and sometimes it's not getting along with your boss or having a bad family relationship or not knowing what you want to do when you grow up or going through an existential crisis in college or grad school. That's what happened to me. Sometimes it's past trauma experiences. Sometimes it's not sleeping or eating enough. And my personal opinion is that if you get rid of everything on this list, pretty much all the genetic causes that haven't found scientific evidence can be pretty much eliminated. So the answer, so there's the problem, and here's the answer. So this is a good thing for social advocacy. For every problem, you should have a solution. So our solution is what helps you through adversity, and you guys are going to tell us. What helps you through adversity is your personal power. So it could be exercise or poetry or meditation or spirituality or drumming or rhythmic music or participating in combat sports or other kinds of ways to move your body. It could be social change or activism. It could be all of the above. So I want you to take home one of these t-shirts. 15 bucks or 3 for 40. Support the cause. So what the cause is getting you all money. So today, it's $100 for first place on the open mic list, green list, $50 for second, $25 for third, and we also have two other ways you can get money. $250 would go to the Scribe if you guys host the event with the most impact. And I think last year, Park University came in 6th place out of our 15 schools. So first, second, and third place school get money. And Brian, if you'll hold up that yellow clipboard in the back of the room, that's our listening challenge. So what we ask you is, are you willing to commit to one person in this room, just one, that if they need to talk during this semester, give an emphasis there, they need to talk, will you listen to them? Just one person in the room. For the rest of the semester, if they call you up and say, hey man, can you listen to me on this one? Say, oh yeah, I'm here for you. So just one person. So pair up on that, put your names on there, and put an email or text message, phone number I can follow up with. And so the most people who sign up on that, even though your event isn't the biggest as far as numbers, it can still be the biggest as far as impact. And the Scribe in that case would earn $250 for first, $150 for second, or $75 for third place. And the last way you can win money is by holding your own poetry for personal power events. And it doesn't have to be a poetry contest. It could be dancing. It could be having a drumming circle, anything that gets through adversity that we talk about going through adversity. So, and our 3 key messages, sharing our key messages, is everybody goes through adversity. And the best way through it is to talk to somebody who's been through it before and to find what gives you personal power. So think about how you can share those messages. Everybody who holds an event, the first 10 events get $75, and after that, each event gets $50, up to 50 events. So you can host up to 8 events. So it works out to basically $1,000. So who in here needs $1,000? Let's try that again. Who in here needs $1,000? Yeah, thought so. So hold 8 events. You can compete for another impact challenge for those 8 events. You can sell your product, poetry, CDs, or books, or whatever product you have during those 8 events. And you can also collect half the door fee, so that adds up to $1,000. I'm gonna whip out a poem. I told Rod he had to come to this event so he could see his own poem, and then we're gonna bring up our feature poem. Anyone else who wants to sign up on the open mic list, we're going down to 6th place for prizes. So get on there, it's a green list. Everybody should sign that white list, so if y'all wanna compete for that impact challenge, someone should probably take the white list and the yellow list around and make sure everybody's on it. So, how y'all doing tonight? Hey, Mark, yeah. So this is your 3rd event, and we got some, how many poets we got in the house? Closet poets, slam poets, any kind of poets? All right, we got half a poet in the house. So I'll kill our background music and get us going. My tears are greater than my fears. Start that over. I wrote this after